Welcome to Daily Papers, the show where we break down the latest and greatest research papers so you don't have to.
Today, we're diving into the world of AI art with a paper called the Qwen-Image-2.0-RL technical report. It's all about a clever way to teach an AI image generator to have better taste.
Better taste? I thought these AI models were already incredible. You type a corgi DJing at a music festival, and you get a pretty convincing picture of exactly that.
They are, but there's a gap between an image that technically matches the words and an image that is genuinely beautiful or perfectly captures the feeling you were going for. This paper is all about closing that gap.
Okay, so how do you teach an AI to have good taste? You can't just send it to art school, right?
Not exactly. They use a technique that's become incredibly important in the AI world, reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF for short.
RLHF. That sounds familiar. Isn't that what they use to make chatbots like ChatGPT better? To stop them from giving strange or unhelpful answers?
That's the one. It's the same core idea, but applied to images. Step 1, you need a judge. You can't ask a person to rate every single one of the millions of images the AI makes during training. So you train another AI to be an art critic.
An AI art critic. That's brilliant. So how do you train the critic AI?
You show it a ton of images along with scores that real humans have given them. And the paper found a really interesting detail here. It's much more effective to train the critic by giving it a single image and an absolute score, like this image is a 4 out of 5 for aesthetics, rather than just showing it 2 images and asking which one is better.
That makes sense. Better can be a bit vague, but a 4 out of 5 is a much richer, more specific piece of feedback. So you have this AI judge, then what happens?
Then the real training begins. The image-generating AI, Qwen-Image-2.0, creates an image based on a text prompt. The AI judge then looks at it and gives it a score, which acts as a reward. The image generator then tweaks its own internal workings to try and get a higher score next time. It's like a dog learning a new trick to get a treat.
A very, very complex digital dog. So what is the judge actually looking for? Is it just a general, does this look pretty score?
This is where it gets really clever. They didn't just make one judge, they made a whole panel of specialist judges. For creating images from scratch, there's one that just checks, does the image actually match the text prompt? There's another that judges pure aesthetics, things like composition and lighting. And they even have a dedicated portrait judge.
What does the portrait judge do?
It specifically looks at images of people to make sure faces are attractive, proportions are correct, and you don't get any of those classic AI mistakes like someone having 7 fingers or slightly creepy eyes.
Ah, a dedicated judge for avoiding the uncanny valley. Smart.
Exactly. And they have a different set of judges for when you're editing an existing image. One checks, did the AI actually perform the edit I asked for? And another, really important one, checks for identity preservation. So if you ask it to change a person's shirt from blue to red, it makes sure the person's face still looks like the same person.
So this is a really thorough system for teaching the AI, but the paper mentions they actually trained 2 separate expert models first, right? One for making brand new images and one for editing existing ones.
They did, because generating from scratch and editing are slightly different skills. They got the best results by creating 2 specialists, a master painter and a master photo editor, if you will. But of course, when you release a product, you want a single tool that can do both.
So how do you merge them? You can't just mash them together, I'm guessing.
You can't. If you try to train one model on both tasks at the same time, it can get confused. Getting better at making beautiful landscapes might accidentally make it worse at editing a person's hair. So the researchers used a technique called on-policy distillation.
On-policy distillation. That sounds complicated.
The idea is actually pretty intuitive. Think of it like a student-teacher setup. The 2 specialist AIs are the teachers. They bring in a new, clean AI model, the student. The student learns by watching the entire process the teachers use to create an image, from the very first step to the last. It's learning the technique, not just copying the final result.
So it's learning the how, not just the what. and this allows the final student model to become an expert at both tasks without the two skills interfering with each other.
Precisely. And the results were really impressive. The final model, called Qwen-Image-2.0-RL, showed significant gains. On benchmarks where humans vote for their preferred image between two models, its rating shot up. The images it produces are sharper, follow prompts more accurately, and just look better.
So, to sum it all up, to make a great AI image generator even better, you first train a whole team of AI art critics based on human ratings. Then you use those critics to give rewards to the main AI, teaching it what good looks like. And finally, you merge its different skills together using a clever student-teacher method.
You've got it. It's a pipeline that takes a technically proficient AI and instills it with a sense of human taste and preference, moving it from just being correct to genuinely creative and appealing.
It's a fascinating look at how AI development is shifting. It's not just about more data or bigger models, but about finding smart ways to align these powerful tools with our own sense of quality and aesthetics.
And that's a theme we're seeing again and again in cutting-edge research. It's what takes AI from a novelty to a truly useful creative partner.